Foundation.org. As a nonprofit educational foundation, we want to make a huge impact on people's lives. We want to help them have a better life. You know, really, that's what your mission in life is to help your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews have a better life. As I've traveled all over the world, I've been to 50 countries. The one thing that is similar in every country is that parents want to help their kids have a better life. Universal. That's one of the main purposes and the main reason we created the foundation, was to help those around the world to learn the success principles and the money principles so that they can have a better life. So today I'm so excited to have Johnson Etor and Daryl Messina on with us. They are two of the top enrollers in the successandmoneyfoundation.org. And I'm going to bring them on. I'm going to let them talk just a little bit about how they did it. Daryl has enrolled over 292 people. I'm sorry, Johnson has done 292 people. And then those people have done another 250 people, just 2 levels with it. And over 6,000 hours of online, plus another probably 3,000 or 4,000 on our live classes and going through classes through social media. That's Johnson. Daryl's right behind him. Daryl is right behind him with all of those. And, you know, Ethan, our techno wizard, was the one that connected us with both of those guys, you know, because he knew those people when he was a Christian missionary in the Philippines. So I'm going to have all those guys come out. I'm going to let Johnson talk a little bit about how he enrolled so many people, why he enrolled those people. Has it made an impact on those people? Has it made an impact on him? You know, the teacher gets more out of this than the student. The teacher learns more by teaching, by showing and helping others than the person who receives it. So that's why it's so important that you go out there and start teaching this stuff. And it can be simple. Start with the 5 steps, make more money, separate it into 3 groups, give some of it away, automatically invest, and then save and spend. Do that on a monthly basis, times have a go up in value. That equals generational wealth. And many of you need a side hustle, a side business that you can make more money, because you're just not making enough money at your job because of inflation of just being able to live. So I'm going to bring Johnson and Daryl out, and also I'm going to have Ethan. You're welcome to jump in there and join them as well. So Johnson, welcome to our show today. Thank you so much for all you do and all the many people that you've had such a huge impact in their lives.
Okay. Thank you also, Tom. So, fellow classmates, no, fellow student, before I share my story about the foundation, I would like to give thanks to Ethan. Because of Ethan, I know the foundation. Ethan invite me, and he teach me about the foundation. So thank you, Ethan, and also to Tom. Thank you also to Tom Pinter to share about learning about success and money principle. And also thank you also to Daryl Messina, to the time that he listened to me when I invite him to the foundation. Okay, fellow classmates, student, as as a religion leader, so Jesus Christ teach us that he said to us, share your blessings. So kung ano yung mga biyaya na ating natanggap, isi-share po natin sa iba. So my fellow classmate, no, nung in-invite po ako ni Ethan dito sa foundation na ito, nung ipinakilala niya sa akin yung foundation, pinag-aralan ko siya ng mabuti. At nung napag-aralan ko yung kagandahan, yung bunga na naidulot ng foundation for me and to my family, napakaganda po siya. That's why I realized and I put in my mind na hindi lang po dapat ako yung makatamasa sa biyayang ito. So ina-apply ko po yung teach ni Jesus Christ sa atin na share your blessings. Kaya po my fellow student, makapal yung mukha ko eh. Kahit sino po yung mga makilala ko pong tao, hindi po ko nahihiya na i-share sa kanila yung natutunan ko dito sa foundation na ito. Normal po sa atin na meron tayong ini-invite na meron silang mga negative yung mga mindset nila, but hindi ko pa rin sila pinapabayaan. Patuloy pa rin ako pinapakita ko sa kanila yung mga natutunan ko, yung kahalagahan ng foundation na ito. Kaya po, hindi din po imposible na kung ano man po yung napa-enroll ko po, yung naidala ko po sa foundation na ito. Actually, yung iba nandito po sila. Sabi ko po sa kanila, ang foundation na ito i-share ko sa iyo. Ikaw po mismo yung mag-aaral nang matutunan mo kung ano po yung laman ng foundation at ano po yung purpose ng foundation. So, thank you kay Daryl Messina. Yun, isa po siya sa siniran ko dati. Pinag-aralan niya ng maayos, ng mabuti, at ngayon po, siya rin po yung magsasalita mamaya. So, fellow student, no, kung ano yung blessings na na-receive natin at kung ano yung nalalaman natin sa foundation na ito, yung ating pong kapamilya, yung atin pong mga kaibigan, at kung sino pa man, wag po tayong mahiya na i-share po sa kanila yung mga natutunan po natin. Nang sa gayon, sila din po ay matuto. Like Tom Pinter share with us, kung ano yung share ni Tom sa atin, this is a great blessings. Binigyan tayo ni Tom ng oras na turuan niya tayo about success and money principle for our better future in our life and to our family and to our next generation. So, kung isipin po natin, no, nag-sacrifice po silang gumising ng umaga doon sa kanilang lugar to teach us, ipaabot sa mga tao yung kahalagahan dito. So, bigyan niyo po natin ng importansya yung ginagawa po nila. Tayo din po, kung ano yung tulong nito, tumulong din po tayo sa iba. Dahil itong kung foundation natin, parang kahoy po ito. Yung ugat-ugat nito, lalakad silang lalakad kung saan pupunta, pati yung mga bunga na makabenefits yung lahat. So ang ibig ko pong sabihin, kung ano yung mga nasa isip natin na natutunan, i-share po natin. We help the foundation. This is our foundation. Like Tom always said that hindi po niya ito foundation. This is our foundation. So para matulungan natin ang foundation na ito, i-share po natin yung mga nalalaman po natin. I-share po natin yung mga natutunan po natin dito. Tom Painter always say to us that the secret of living is giving. So Robert Allen, yun po yung ano niya, the secret of living is giving. So, kailangan po natin ibigay yung kaalaman na mayroon po tayo. Thankful po ako sa mga, nandito po ngayon yung iba, yung mga taong siniran po about foundation, and then inaksi po nila, pinag-aralan po nila, at ibinahagi rin po nila sa iba. So ito po yung lagi nating tatandaan po, no, my fellow student. Once po pag nag-invite po tayo, wag po nating kalimutan na sabihin sa kanila na i-share din po. Yun, Tony Robbins pala. Sorry. Tony Robbins said, the secret of living is giving. So yun po. Ako pag nag-invite po ako, sinasabi ko po sa kanila, i-share niyo din po yung tinuro ko sa inyo sa mga tao na kakilala niyo, especially sa pamilya. So my fellow student, as a Filipino, minsan yung nagiging mindset kasi natin, lahat, sana babaguhin natin yun, iniisip natin kaagad yung money. So ako, nung time na pumasok ako dito, nung nalaman ko yung foundation, although Ethan said to me that there's a reward if you invite some student. Pero hindi ko po iniisip yung reward because yung natutunan ko po, yung learning na tinuro ni Tom sa foundation na ito, sapat na po yun sa reward na binigay niya. Yung kaalaman ko, na natutunan ko dito is may pasa ko sa mga generation. Like sa tinuro ni Tom, pag nagbigay po tayo ng pera o sasakyan, hindi rin mapakinabangan yan sa mga binibigyan natin. Hindi natin sila tinuturuan paano nila gamitin yung pera, paano nila i-drive yung Ferrari. Pero pag ituro natin sa kanila yung kaalaman na meron tayo, madadala nila yun hanggang sa kanilang pagtanda. So, my fellow student, tulungan po natin ang foundation, magtulungan po tayo na ikalat dito sa Pilipinas yung mga natutunan po natin dito. Ang maganda po natin gawin, i-share po natin ito kay Marites. Dahil pag si Marites yung sinisira natin, sigurado yan, i-share rin niya sa iba. Mabilis natin maano yung mga tao na nangangailangan. Thankful also to Tom Painter sa mga tulong niya sa lugar namin. Nayabotin po namin yung mga medical mission dito. At yun pala, salamat po sa ating lahat. Nang dahil po sa atin, nakatulong po tayo sa kapwa po natin, especially sa eyesight, especially sa mga glasses na nabigyan po namin. So yun lang po, no? My fellow student, magtulungan po tayong lahat, share the wealth, make the difference. At lagi pong sinasabi nitong every life is precious. So, lagi po nating tatandaan na pag i-share po natin yung mga natutunan po natin, the Lord will bless us and the Lord will happy for us because we share the blessings ng knowledge na meron sa atin. We have no a lot of money to help other people, but this is a big like a money or mine to share the people around us. Yun yung malaking kayamanan na ituro natin sa kanila about the foundation. Okay, so I hope my fellow student, nakapagbigay po ako sa inyo ng inspiration kung ano po yung mga kailangan po natin gawin. Wag po tayong mahiya na i-share yung mga natutunan po natin. Natulungan yung mga taong hindi pa nila alam yung foundation na ito. Para pag nakapasok po sila at nandito na po sila, matutunan nila ang lahat. Ito po yung malaking kaligayahan na nararamdaman ko pag sabihan ka ng tao na thank you. If the people say to you thank you, that's a big happiness to your heart. So, once again, thank you to Ethan, to Tom, to Jake, to Jacob, and to Daryl Messina. Okay, once again, we share our foundation to others, and especially yung mga natutunan po natin, and invite to come to our foundation. So that's all. Tom, back to you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to have Daryl jump on here for just a second too, and talk just a little bit about some of the. Both these guys are wonderful, and we're going to have them both on in the Make a Difference segment. But both of those have enrolled a lot of people, and it's making a huge difference in their lives. And it wouldn't happen without Ethan. So here, I mean, you talk about, they say that you can meet anybody in the world with 7 steps. If you wanted to meet the Pope in Rome, do you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody? Well, that's what we're doing here. And, if Ethan is the one that was one of the programmers, that was a friend of a friend that, I've had many, many programmers working on the site, and he jumped in here and he's just loving what we're doing and making a huge difference. And he reached out some of the friends that he had that happened to be in the Philippines because he knew them when he was a Christian missionary. And so that's kind of how you connect the dots going backwards. Daryl, jump on here for a second. Talk to us a little bit about, because you've enrolled an awful lot of people as well. What's your secret? How did you do it? And what has been the positive impact that you've seen with so many people?
Right. Actually, I prepared some questions for Johnson Etor about what he's saying. So basically what he's saying is that he's really grateful in knowing all the things that he know now, right? And again, my dear fellow students, Tom Painter is a connector. He connects everyone. So I think all of us can be a connector like Tom Painter. Like we have so many friends, we have many families that don't know this thing yet. So I think this will be a great time for us to to reach out to them and tell them the things that we are learning. Now, Tom Painter asked me, what are the secrets? What are the secrets why I enrolled that much people? Well, first of all, you have to share the blessing that you are getting. It's not always about the money, but the learning that you are getting from the foundation. That learning will enable these people to learn and invite their loved ones to learn. So I think that's the main secret that I have in inviting people. So I think I'm gonna ask Johnson Ether real quick. Johnson, you've invited, well, you kick my trash. You've invited a lot of people. My question is, what are the best practices that you are doing in inviting people? How can you encourage our fellow students, to open their mouth and invite other people, share the foundation, share the wealth of free financial education. So, what are the steps? What are your best practices?
Okay. Thank you, Daryl, sa opportunity na binigay niyo sa akin. So ganito lang po gawin natin mga fellow student. First, we need to kailangan po natin yung tibay ng loob. Kausapin po natin yung mga kaibigan natin, yung kapamilya po natin. And then, isabi po natin sa kanila kung ano yung totoo. Kung ano yung benepisyo na ma-receive po nila if mag-register po sila dito sa foundation. Ito po yung sinabi ko sa kanila. Palagi kong sinasabi sa kanila na ikaw mismo yung mag-aral sa foundation na ito. Para ikaw mismo yung makakaalam sa katotohanan dito sa foundation. At isa, libre lang po ito. Wala kang babayaran. Kasi minsan, kadalasan ng mga tanong nila sa akin, magkano yung ibibigay kong puhunan dyan. Kasi sa foundation, wala kang ilalagay ng puhunan. So, kailangan mong gawin, mag-register because free lang naman siya. Wala pong mawala sa kanila pag nag-register po sila. But kailangan, ang first nyo talagang gawin po natin, pag-aralan natin ng maayos ang foundation para pag may mga katanungan po sila, meron po tayong maisagot sa kanila. Ganun lang. Back to you, Daryl.
Wow, thank you. That was really cool. That was really awesome. So first of all, you should have a strong desire to share what you are learning. You know, everybody should know this, especially our fellow Filipinos. We don't know this. We don't study this in school. We don't have any course in college that teaches us like we are learning here. And then let them know the learnings. We have a lot of resources. We got a lot of uh, we got a lot of videos. We got a lot of books, PDF files that we can download. And the best thing that we can share, or we can let them know, is that all of these things are free. These are free. We got books, Seven Highly Effective People, and Chicken Soup for the Soul, Money Made Easy, and all of those are uh free. Actually, Tom, how much should we pay is the frequently asked question that we should really answer. And again, we are telling you this, it's really free. Okay, another question, Johnson. When you're talking to people about the foundation, what do you learn? Ano yung mga natututunan mo kapag nakikipag-usap ka sa mga tao, especially in sharing uh, the free financial education?
Okay. Thank you ulit, Daryl. Hmm, ang dami ko pong natutunan. Kasi yung iba mayroong mga discouragement, yung iba okay yung mga kasagutan nila. So, doon ko po nakikita minsan tayong Pilipino, meron tayong ugaling ano eh, alam niyo po yung to see is to believe na sinasabi nila. Yun yung ugali nating Pilipino, yun yung mindset natin. Kasi yung iba nagsasabi sila, saka ako maniwala sa sinasabi mo na totoo yan pag makita ko na nayayaman ka. So, ito yung sabi ko sa kanila. Pag hihintayin mo yung nayayaman ako, matagal pa yun. So, doon sa mga sagot nila, nakukuha ang isang lesson na natutunan ko doon, yun yung mga mindset na kailangan baguhin. So, ina-explain ko naman sa kanila na putulin po natin yung mindset na yan na magiging cause is to believe po tayo. Sapagkat ako, nag-share ako sa inyo, kayo po mismo yung magpatunay. Kasi dito po sa foundation, this is like mga farmers. Yung mga farmers po, nagtatanim po yun sila ng palay na hindi naman nila talaga totally alam na lahat ng itinatanim nila ay magiging perfectong bubunga. Pero nagsisikap yun sila sapagkat alam nila na pagdating ng panahon, diligan nila yung alagaan nila, marami silang makukuha. So yun po yung ginawa ko. Fellow student, tinutulungan ko lahat ng mga tao. Kahit may mga negative, positive, hindi ko din sila pinapabayaan. Patuloy lang po ako dahil bawat isa na pinakausap po natin, na isisira natin sa foundation, marami tayong matutunan sa kanila. Which is, yun po yung magbigay ng lakas ng loob sa atin. Na magpatuloy pa na mag-share kasi makita natin sa kanila na kailangan talaga nilang malaman ito dahil hindi nila alam yung kanilang mga sinasabi. Darren?
Thank you so much. So basically what he's trying to say is that we need to cut the to see is to believe mindset, which means that I'm gonna join that foundation if I saw you being rich, kind of a deal, you know? Well, um, like what Tom is saying, the teacher always get the most, you know? If we will teach the things that we are learning, then we can get another blessings from teaching, which is we're going to learn things, you know? Like what I'm saying, I don't know all these things when I first jump into the foundation. I don't know anything. I don't know investment, zero, as in zero. When I started to share the things that I'm learning here, then my mindset started to change. I am learning things that I haven't learned before. So uh, all of us have that opportunity to learn. So if we share the wealth, if we share everything that we are learning here, then we can have a 10 times return, you know. So I think those are the best practices and those are the things that we would like to share with you. Um, Again, we would like to encourage you to share the wealth to your family. Just open your mouth like, hey, we have this great foundation that teaches teens, kids, young adults, and adults about success and money. Would you like to join? And it's absolutely free, you know. And we will be taught here about investment and carrying our financial status in life. So I think those are the things that we would like to share, Tom.
Thank you so much. We talk about this being free, and the one thing that's amazing is that in a previous company, I did a lot of marketing, and I worked very closely with Robert Allen, Mark Victor Hansen, and all these guys. Well, it was so expensive. I mean, it cost they spent millions and millions of dollars just marketing this, and this product was sold for $5,000 US. Only a portion of it. Because of the ability to do this online, you've got two major things that have happened. One, you have a legacy project. I just turned 64 years of age. My good friend Robert Allen will be 75 here next month. And this is a legacy project now. And with the advent and the ability to do with technology, that little phone that you're looking at changed the world dramatically. I can talk to people, we can talk to people all over the world at the same time and make a huge difference. So if you were to buy this product, it would have been 5,000 US dollars to buy it. But because now we've turned it into a legacy project, because it's a nonprofit charity, a foundation, that's why we've created what we've created. And so this is your foundation. You guys are the ones that can make it work. Now I'm going to pull Ethan in here for a second. He's probably going, oh no, what are you talking about? So Ethan is a huge player in all this. And, you know, if you connect the dots going backwards, you got to connect the dots going backwards, and you have to see how things were created. You know, I was doing quite a bit of charity work in the Philippines, and I got a chance to meet with Melody because we're a big supporter of Charity Vision. Well, that came because I went to an investment conference, and one guy, Mitt Romney's son, stood up for not more than 5 minutes to talk briefly about Charity Vision, and I found out that their office was not far from me, and one of the founders' adult children was basically in my church group. And so I tracked him down, knocked on the door. I gave him a check, and I said, love what you're doing. And then that's led to one thing, to another thing, to another thing. I've been to the Philippines, I've been to Peru, I've been to multiple places, and we've done a lot of charity work and a lot of things. And then those people we've connected with, like with Melody, and she's just made this thing blossom. Ethan is also one of the huge players in making things blossom. So Ethan, I'm going to let you talk just briefly about the foundation, what it's meant to you. You've enrolled a lot of people, and the people you have enrolled have gone out and done amazing things. Ethan, come on in and talk to us for a second.
Yeah, so can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Perfect. So when I first heard about the foundation, I was still in school for coding. So I was in a coding boot camp, and one of my friends, Brady, who was working with Tom at the time, said, hey, we have an opening for a WordPress website developer, if you'd be interested. And then I told him, I don't know WordPress. I don't know if I could do that. And he told me a little bit about it, and he mentioned the Philippines. And I said, oh, well, if you're doing stuff in the Philippines, I got to hear more. So I got on with Tom on a call because I had just been in the Philippines on a church mission. So I mean, I just love the Philippines. And when I got home from the Philippines, I was just looking for a way to go back and help out people, because it's just such a great place. And the people were so kind to me while I was there. And some of the living conditions were just, you know, it hurt my heart, and I just wanted a way to give back. And like Johnson said earlier, you know, even if you don't have a lot of money and there's like, all of us just want to help other people. And sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't have enough money to be able to make a difference. But then Tom told me about the foundation, and I said, oh, this could really be something that I could share with people and help my friends in the Philippines, even if I don't have the money. Through the foundation, we can make it work, and we can help people. So that's what got me really excited about it. And so I shared it with Johnson, who was one of my friends while I was there, and he got really excited about it. And he knew a lot of people. You know, I didn't know as many people, but I knew he did. So I shared it with him and told him, take it away, let's start a group for you. And then he was able to reach out to Daryl, who was able to reach out to even more people. So, you know, even if you feel like you don't know people, you know someone who does, and you can make a difference just by sharing it with them. And, you know, it's really easy to just send over a link, but you never know. Like Johnson was saying, it's like you're planting a field. When you're planting a field originally, you don't know if all the seeds are going to grow, but you go plant them, you take care of them, and then you see where it goes from there. And eventually you'll have a field. In his case, he was talking about rice. You'll have a field full of rice, but you'll have a bunch of people who you've made a difference in their lives and been able to make an impact and hopefully affect their children's life as well. So
that's really true. You know, Nathan, that reminds me of a story that Colette Larson talked about. And she grew up in a big family like I did. And Colette's dad was teaching the kids about work, and they were growing tomatoes and then selling those tomatoes. And the one son said, you know, Dad, I did some math on this. It does not pay for us to grow these tomatoes, for for the money we get out of it, for the water, for the land, and all the costs. It doesn't pay. It doesn't make any sense. And the dad says, well, I'm not raising tomatoes. I'm raising children. Well, that's exactly what you're doing. You're raising children. You're helping your children get to their next level. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. Your job is to help your family do the best job that they can. So that's what we do at the foundation. Thank you so much for joining. This is your foundation. If it's been set up for you to go make a difference in people's lives. That's why we're here. And in fact, we're going to come back in just a second to our next segment. We're going to talk about Make a Difference, because we've done some amazing things in there, and we just finished a big project that Daryl's going to talk to us about. So stay tuned. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk about